Everyone, it's Rachel. Welcome to my channel. It is the last day of 2018. I am going to go to work tonight and work an overnight shift. So wish me the best of luck because it's going to be probably a pretty crazy night. But as promised, I wanted to go over my 5 most favorite products from 2018 and my 5 least favorite products. This was really hard because I have a lot of products, and so I just kind of grabbed the ones that really, when I opened my makeup drawer, stood out to me, either that I grabbed for a lot or that I just did not touch at all. I am going to start with my least favorite. These are not in any particular order, and I'm just going to go over their mix of makeup products and skincare products, but things that I have tried that I either just was really disappointed with or I didn't like for one reason or another. This doesn't mean that this product is a bad product or that it won't even work for someone else. You guys probably know by watching other channels that people have products that you love and then they sit there and say how awful they are, and vice versa. Products that you've hated, people will rave about. So everybody's a little bit unique and different. So anyway, let me get into it. And I hope everybody has a very wonderful new year tonight and everybody stays safe. All right, so first product here. This is one that I am sad did not work out for me. This is the Murad Age Reform Refreshing Cleanser. I am still using it. I bought this because it was supposed to be a gentle cleanser that would not dry out your skin. Murad products are supposed to be great. I'll be honest, most Murad products and my skin are not really working out real well. But I bought this in a FabFitFun edit sale. I'm about halfway through. This product, I think, if you had oily skin, would be fantastic. It makes my skin feel very clean. It does a good job of cleaning, but it dries my skin out. And if I use it more than about 2 to 3 days in a row, my skin actually gets very red and tight and painful. And at first I thought it was another product I was using, and then I switched to a different cleanser and lo and behold, it fixed it. So I am alternating this cleanser with my Grown Alchemist cream cleanser, which is a little too moisturizing, if that is a possibility, and a little too it doesn't clean my skin well enough. And so I tend to go every other day, and that is working for me. So I am going to use it up. But yeah, this was a big flop for me, unfortunately. I hate to say this because Murad is generally a good brand. All right, don't shoot me on this one. People will probably shoot me on this and don't agree with me. I did a whole review video. If I think about it, I'll try to put it in the comments below. And I love this brand. I love Colorpop, guys. Colorpop is probably one of my most favorite makeup brands. It's affordable. Their products are just spot on quality, and they just keep coming out with new stuff constantly. This was a dud for me. This is the Dream Streets Kathleen Lights palette. Everyone rave reviewed about it. It's a beautiful color story, but I just don't reach for it. The colors just don't really work for me. And this was my first foray into colorful palettes, and well, as you can see, I've barely dipped into it. Every time I try to put a look together with this palette, I'm unhappy with how it turns out. And I'm gonna give this palette a bunch more tries. Maybe I'll figure out a way to make the looks work for me, but there are just so many other palettes that I have that do a beautiful job that I can put a together look that I just don't reach for this. So this for me is one of my worst, and it's not because of quality, it's just because it is. All right, next product, and this one I probably just never liked from the beginning. This is the Note Desert Rose Luminous Silk Compact Blusher. It is a pretty color, but this is so freaking pigmented. I can't make this work for me. It's a very dark color, and every time I put it on, I don't know, it just makes me look like a clown. It is blendable, but I just can't get this to work. And this is probably a note to how pasty I am. So I will probably find someone who loves this and pass this on. Again, I don't think the quality is bad on this, but I don't like my blushes super pigmented. And so for me, this was a miss completely. But I've tried. You can see I've tried. It just doesn't work. All right. Third, so we're on to the fourth product that is an unfortunate miss for me. And that is this. And this is the Becca Hydra-Mist Set and Refresh Powder. And this makes my heart hurt. This was on my top love products for most of the year. And it has then since switched. I recommended this to so many family and friends when I first got it because I just loved it. And I'm super disappointed with it. So the concept of this powder is that it has some sort of cooling hydro, like it keeps water in that. So basically you have this little flip lid that's supposed to keep that moisturizing in there. Some people complain because this oxidized down. For me, that was never much of a problem. But when you initially put it on, it had this really cool cooling sensation and it felt very hydrating. It's supposed to be good for 6 months. I will tell you about 4 months into owning this, it stopped having that cooling sensation and it just became a regular powder. And this is a very expensive powder. It's like shy of $40. And it's not even that good of just a regular powder. Now that it doesn't have the cooling, it actually feels kind of like it sucks the moisture out of my skin. So because of that, because I spend an awful lot on a product that didn't do what it said for the shelf life that it had, for the price, this became one of my worst, which kills me. If this had kept its cooling properties and moisturizing properties for the full 6 months of its lifespan, this would continue to be one of my favorites. But unfortunately, this has become one of my least favorites. So this one makes me sad. And then the final one also makes me kind of sad. And this one, don't shoot me on. But this one just isn't working out great for me. It's not bad, but it's in one of my least favorites. So this is the Butter Bronzer in the, I think this is the Color Light. Yeah, this is in the Color Light. And I do use it in the summer, but it gets a little patchy on me. And, you know, I heard nothing but great comments about this. This is kind of pricey for a drugstore brand. I think it's like $11 to $15. I got this on sale, but it's really pricey for what it is, and it's a little patchy. Now, the only reason I still use it and I don't hate it is because it is one of the few bronzers that works for my super duper pale skin. Now, I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing my Essence bronzer, which I talk about, the illuminating bronzer. That is my all-time favorite, and it's like $3. So it's hard for me to think that this is awesome when this costs at least 3 to 4 times what the Essence one does in the correct shade range and is not patchy. So this is unfortunately a fail. Again, it's not a bad product. Some people absolutely adore it. Pale people, you probably understand my problem with finding a good bronzer. So those are my disappointing products. Let's get into the products that I was either surprised, loved, or keep reaching for, and just, I love them. And this was hard because I kind of went back and forth between a lot of products. So the first one is Colorpop, the Good Sport. Now you guys know I had a Colorpop palette in my worst, but Colorpop routinely is some of my favorite makeup. And it was hard because I had a bunch of palettes that I loved from Colorpop. The Disney Princess palette, which is amazing. The As Good, what is it? Had Me at Hello. I love that palette. And then there's one other one that I can't think of right now, but I just adore those palettes. But this palette wins my best of 2018 because of the color story and the uniqueness of it. And it just consistently is gorgeous. I create so many fun looks. And this green is just, I don't know, I can't even, like, it is so stinking pretty. And this color Rookie, you can't even appreciate it. It has glitter. It has like a greeny blue glitter. It's just freaking, it's gorgeous. And I can create work appropriate looks. I can create really colorful looks. This is the color palette that had color and pop in it that I was expecting with the Kathleen's Lights palette that I just did not get. This is a palette that I can just put together a lot of looks, and it just hands down is useful and best. If you haven't purchased this, Colorpop is doing a big sale right now, end of the year sale. I think this is on sale for like $12. It's normally $16. And then if you spend like $50, they're going to throw on the no, not the princess. It's the color, Flying Colors, their end of the year holiday palette. So yeah, this would be a good time to get it, but I love this palette. All right, next thing is something I am wearing currently on my face. This is, and I've talked about this before, this is the GlamGlow highlighting palette, and it has hyaluronic acid in it. And I use mainly the two lighter colors, although occasionally I'll dip into this as a bronzing color. But I just love it. It sits well on my face. It does make my skin look hydrated and doesn't make me feel chalky. Like, it just sits beautifully. I love this palette. This palette is in the FabFitFun edit sale right now, and I think it's on sale at maybe not Ulta. Maybe it's Sephora. But anyway, this is a great palette, especially for slightly more mature skin. I highly recommend it. It's an awesome palette. It's up there in like my top highlighters. It's one I just keep reaching for over and over again. It's one that I was just overall really, really impressed with, and I wasn't expecting much. I keep looking at these colors. They're so pretty. All right, next one is another product that I am wearing today, and I have talked about this. This is one where people have I've heard they either love it or hate it. And for me, this is one of my loves. And I have talked about the Lifted mascara from Tarte. This one is actually unseated that, which is pretty hard to say because I love that mascara, but this one is better. This is the Wonder Beauty Unleashed Volume Curl Mascara. It is the only mascara that I put on that lengthens, curls, and volumizes without it looking like spider webs, and I don't have to sit there and brush it out. It also doesn't flake. It stays on all night. I just absolutely adore this mascara, and I think if you haven't tried it, give it a try. Now, some people have had issues with it. I don't think it works for everyone, but if you like a slightly more natural lash, like if you have longer lashes like I do, this is amazing, and I highly, highly recommend it. One of my best products I use. All right, next thing here is a skincare product. I adore this, and I keep waiting to find it on sale because I just adore this. This is the Elemis Papaya Enzyme Peel. I got this in the FabFitFun box over the summer. It smells amazing. It's just this creamy, creamy, creamy texture. It does a very gentle peel with the papaya extract, has AHA in it. This stuff is expensive. And so again, I'm gonna wait. Hopefully I can find it on sale, but I love this. This is one of the best facial peels and facial masks that I use. My skin feels beautiful after it. It's so soothing. For a peel, that's pretty amazing. So if you get a chance, try this out. This is pretty awesome. And all right, last product, and I'm wearing it tonight because I wanted a purple sparkly eye for New Year's. I love purple. And actually when I first got into makeup way back when I was like a teenager, I always did purple looks. And when this palette came out, I was so excited because it was a purpley theme, not like super overwhelming purple, but it had purple in there. And this was my first foray into the Anastasia Beverly Hills line. And I am so glad that I got this palette because I continually reach for it. It is just such a beautiful color story. You can tell I get into the pinks and the shimmer shades a lot and the purples. The only colors I really have not reached much for is this orangey eccentric color, because when I go for this palette, I really want more of a purple or pink look. And today I finally dipped into Soul, this periwinkle color, which, believe it or not, is not my most favorite color in this palette, although most people gravitate towards that color. It is such a unique color. But I actually gravitate towards Celestial, which is the color I have on here. It is such a unique, pretty, purpley shade that has just a slight shimmer. And then I really liked Drama because it's a blackish purple shade. Beautiful, beautiful. All of these shimmer shades up here on the top row just make my heart so happy, and they're so beautiful. And I love this color, love for a transition color. For my peachy skin tone, it is beautiful. So this is one of my, I just love this palette. Hands down one of my favorite, and really, I think one of the best palettes that came out in 2018. Not everyone will agree with me, but generally I think most people liked this palette. And I love that I can complete a complete look, multiple complete looks from this palette. So everyone, that is my loves and favorites and misses for 2018. I left out a lot of products, and yeah, so I am appreciative of everybody that has followed me. I started, I think, in April, and I have grown to over 230 followers. I am like beyond touched by it, because this is something I do to give me a little escape from reality and work and things like that, and I really enjoy it. And so I am going to continue to try to bring to you guys great content in the new year, and I'm going to try to live a healthier lifestyle and try to bring some of that positivity and energy to my channel. And yeah, so everybody, be safe tonight. We'll have a wonderful new year. I'll see you in the new year. I don't know what video I'm going to do next. I will be doing a giveaway video sometime in the new year, so stay tuned. But thumbs up, leave me comments, subscribe. Thanks, guys.